welcome again to my video. But before anything else, I would like to ask if, way back in your childhood days, are you fan of playing Larong Lahi? If yes, then let me bring you back to your childhood days. And for those people who only heard it for the first time, watch this video and try it for you to have fun. Nowadays, we are more dependent by the use of technologies and gadgets. We consummate the power of advanced technology since we became an ultimate player in video games rather than playing outdoor games. Because we always think that it is more convenient to stay at home, use gadgets and play video games rather than go outside and exposed to the heat of sun. Here in the Philippines, we already have our traditional games which is called Larong Lahi. Those games also gave us satisfaction in playing and completing the memories of our childhood days, right? Traditional Filipino games or Larong Lahi are games commonly played by children, usually using native materials or instruments. Due to limited resources of toys for children, they usually invent games without the need of anything but the players themselves. So, let me introduce to you some traditional games or Larong Lahi here in the Philippines, namely the Patentero, Loksong Tinik, Tumbang Preso, Piko, and Tiyakad. Loksong Tinik. That means that the game means jumping over the thorns of a plant. Two players serve as the base of the tinik or thorn by putting their right or left feet and hands together, so touching gradually, building the tinik like this. A starting point is set by all the players, giving enough runway for the players to achieve a higher jump, so as not to hit the tinik. Players of the other team start jumping over the tinik, followed by the other team members. If a player hit either hands or feet of the base player's tinik, giving him or her consequences and punish him or her. The mechanics of this game is two players in the base sits facing each other, putting a foot forward touching the other player's foot. Then each member of the other team starts jumping over the feet. When all members are done jumping over the feet, the players in the base add a hand and at the time, the palm, the finger are open and wide above their feet. The same process is repeated until all the base players have piled their hands over. When all the jumpers have successfully jumped over without hitting the hands of the base players, the game is repeated with the jumpers leaping over again. Pico. Pico is the Philippine version of the game hopscotch. The players stand behind the edge of a box and each should throw their cue back. The first to play is determined depending on the player's agreement. The mechanics of this game is that succession of training determined by aiming markers, usually flat stones are being used, or fruit filling at the center of the players whose markers closest to the center go first, followed by second, and so on. Tumbang Preso is knock down the prisoner, or also known as Tumbang Lata. Knock down the can, or Bato Lata, hit the can with stone. In a traditional Filipino children's game, it's usually played in backyard parks or street. Here in our barrio, some children use their sleepers. Those sleepers that is not used, they use it to knock down the can. They didn't use stone, they used sleepers.
Before they play Tumbang Preso, they have the called Mano, in which they will determine who will be the can guard. Whoever can stand the can will become the can guard or the taya in Tumbang Preso.
Patintero or hanggang taga or tubigan, meaning try to cross my line without letting me touch you or catch you. So there are two teams playing in this game, an attacker and a defense team, with 5 players for each team. The attack team must try to run along with the perpendicular lines from the home base from the back end and return without being tagged by the defense players. The mechanics of this game is very simple. The game started with a toss of coin, and whoever wins become the passer. The passer team only have 2 minutes to get the score. Number 2, when 2 minutes is over, the line guard assumes the position of the passer or vice versa. 3, the passers supposed to cross the lines from the beginning until the end and back again. 4 line guards position vertically or horizontally in the line, and their feet must be on the line. Line guard tag the passer with the power hands like this. Using 2 hands. Line guard immediately assumes the position of passers, even the 2 minutes is not yet over. Tiyatad is a Philippine cultural game and recreation. It is a racing game that uses bamboo him or 3 branches that interest. Each team has 10 members or depend on how many are agreed. Thank you so much guys for watching my video, and I hope you've learned something about Larong Lahi, or our original and traditional game here in the Philippines. And goodbye, have a nice day!